Hello viewers, today we have a very simple video with the most common multiple action throttles. Usually I don't make videos with simple content, but I see a lot of people have problem with connections and they asking for help. So I decided to make a short video to cover this part. In this video we have two kinds of throttles. One is with battery voltage indicator or voltmeter and thumb throttle. The other one is 3-in-1 with a voltmeter, throttle and key switch. As you can see, on thumb throttle we have only 4 wires: black, green, red and yellow. As we know, black, red and green must be throttle. Black is ground, red is 5V power and green is signal. The yellow one must be voltmeter and must be connected to positive high voltage of the main battery output. Someone will ask me, how does the voltmeter work with only one yellow wire? The answer is very simple. The black wire of the throttle has a common ground wire with the voltmeter. So when we connect the black wire to the ground of the controller, the voltmeter and the throttle share same ground. On the other one we have 3 functions: voltmeter, throttle and key switch for ignition. On this one we have 5 wires. 3 wires are the same throttle colors as the previous one. The yellow wire for positive high voltage must be connected to the battery, which going to ignition switch input. And from ignition output we have 2 parallel wires. One going to voltmeter, which is connected inside in device, and the other blue wire must be connected to controller ignition for activation. Now let's open it to see how the wires are connected inside. Here we have the key switch, and as you can see, the yellow wire is input and the output has red and blue wires. Red one goes to voltmeter, and the blue must go to controller ignition. Do not be surprised by the low build quality of these products, because 90% of these products came from China and they are too cheap. The black wire, as we said before, is ground, and it splits to throttle ground and voltmeter ground. As you can see again, very poor build quality, without any insulation material and sensor pins on the air. The first third wire and pin of the sensor is a 5V power supply. The second black wire is the ground, and the third last wire is green, which is an analog 0 to 5V output signal. As you can see here also, two common black wires of the throttle sensor and voltmeter are connected to each other. Like that, we have a power supply for above devices. Now let's try to connect the throttle on my testing universal controller to see how the wiring must be connected. This controller operates at 36 and 48 volts at 350 watts and maximum input current at 18 amps. First is a thick red and black wires, which is power wiring from the battery. As you can see, I have connected a thin red wire which serves to send a signal via switch or any RF module to ignition of the controller. Next single red wire is ignition input from battery, which takes the signal from the positive battery pole and activates the controller. Next is three-phase motor power wires, yellow, blue and green. And last wires is the classic green, black and red, which is throttle. As you understand, at the moment we are sending high battery voltage to the screen only. Like that, our controller is not activated. So we must also connect the red ignition cable of the controller to activate it.